Hi, welcome to Walking Wilder. I'm back, and if this reading resonates, please like and subscribe, and perhaps leave me a message. This is the energies for the week to come, and thanks so much for being here. Welcome back if you've been here before, and welcome in if you're new. Let's see what Spirit has to say for the overall energy of the week to come. A mask, the apprentice, something you're learning. And one or two more, Spirit. Strength and the gift. Authority figure on the bottom here. So, with the apprentice energy, there's something here that you are getting to know, something you're working on, something you're learning, which has some sort of hidden gift for you. It's kind of, my feeling with this is it's kind of veiled with the mask here, or perhaps it requires you to put on some sort of mask so that you, I don't know, there's an energy of something being not really what it appears to be. Let's see, can I know more, Spirit? Passion. There's something here, a hidden gift of some sort in this whole energy that's going on this week, that might enlight some passion in you, some sort of new gift. For some of you, you might be healers, or you might, unpack some sort of new spiritual gift, or you might be in the process of learning something new. But there's this thing of not showing exactly who you are or showing all of you. There's sort of a part that's hidden. The strength card gives me this vibe of you feeling, perhaps, see the lioness here, she's not defending herself, but she's, kind of, there's this energy of holding her ground. You can see her teeth. She's like, don't try me. So perhaps for some of you, there's some sort of, I can't really, or I'm not really there yet where I show, you know, everything I am here, but I'm learning to be stronger, to stand by who I am, to stand by what I'm doing. Let's see what else Spirit has to say. Can you tell me more about this, Spirit? What is going on here for the collective? Oh, that was a lot. Can we have maybe 3 or something? I hope you guys are doing good. Can we know a little bit more, Spirit? Page of Swords, curiosity. So yeah, there's definitely something here that you're learning. It could be also a side of yourself, or if it's not like an actual trait, or an actual ability or whatever, this can also be looking into your own shadow side and trying to learn more about something that you're passionate about, a side of you that's, for some of you, it's kind of like, I feel this almost like a hidden talent, a hidden side of you that's been hiding for a while. And it's like you've been nurturing perhaps an idea, something that you want to bring into the world, but you are in this energy of kind of being like, well, I'm still learning. Do I really have the gifts? Do I really have something to give the world? Do I have everything it takes? Am I strong enough to do this? Am I ready to do this? You kind of been masking yourself a little bit, holding on to some idea that maybe you're not really ready. Can we know a little bit more, Spirit? Yeah, something you've been working on for a while. So, you know, there's definitely this sense of whatever this is, this thing that you have to give to the world, this thing that you are passionate about. You have been working on it for a while, kind of nurturing this idea. And here you are, still learning, still in this energy of but see, interesting enough, at the bottom of the deck is the authority figure. So, and behind that is stability and this grounding energy. So my feeling with this is that for most of you, you actually are ready. It's just kind of like you need to take off the mask. You need to, you know, sort of take it up a notch, go from being the apprentice to the authority figure. Sometimes, here's the Queen of Cups, her intuition. Sometimes there's this thing where, or for most of us, there is this field in between being the apprentice and being the authority figures, because we always learn. It's not like you're going to end up one day and be like, okay, I know everything there is to know about XYZ. That's not the case. There's always something new to learn. But just because you don't know everything doesn't mean that you don't know things that can be a gift to other people, with the gift card here. And my feeling with this is Spirit is kind of telling you, okay, now it's time to take off this mask. The ideas that you're nurturing, the curiosity that you have towards whatever it is that you're working on, what you're passionate about, it's time to do something about it. And we just had, the Lion's Gate and the full moon this weekend. So there's an energy right now of this newness, of this being able to move forward. You see how this one kind of, there's the portal here. And so I get this feeling of Spirit is like, all right, off the couch, off you go, start working. Well, not start working because you're already working, obviously, but start believing that, yeah, I might be somewhere in the field between the authority figure and the apprentice, but everybody is. That's okay. That doesn't mean that what I know to be true, what I've learned, what life has taught me, what I have studied, whatever it is, what I'm born with, capabilities and such, that they don't have any value. You are ready. Whatever it is that you are passionate about, you are ready to take off the mask and take the first step here. How can the seer or the collective best stay grounded and balanced in this energy, Spirit? Here's the Wheel of Fortune. So yeah, it's time to move forward. I kind of get this feeling with this. It's not even that it's time. It's just things are moving forward. Whatever you want, no matter if you want to or not. But Spirit is like, take off that mask. It's definitely time. How can we best stay grounded? Okay, that was a little much. There's the Tower moment coming up here. Queen of Wands at the bottom of the deck here. This energy of being, in your power, passionate. See how she's standing there? She's like, all right, I got this. Whatever it is you want to create, you're deeply, deeply connected to it. This is not some sort of fly-by-night idea. This is absolutely something that you're deeply connected to, that you are ready to move forward on, that you are just, I don't know, just grounded with. You're meant to do whatever it is that you're nurturing right now, you're meant to do. Here's the Tower. So, Spirit is like, all right, let's go. It's definitely time. Five of Pentacles. Some of you might have this idea, well, I don't have everything that I need to here. There's this feeling of lack. Maybe I don't have all the tools. Maybe I don't have the time. Maybe I don't have the skills. Maybe I, whatever it is. And Spirit is like, nope, Six of Wands success here. You have everything you need. You just need to take off the mask, believe that you are okay somewhere in that field between the authority figure and the apprentice, that the gifts that you have, that you are strong enough to share them. This is actually a very, very clear message. Can we get some advice here, Spirit? Or further advice, I guess. Seven of Cups. So there's some choices here. You have some choices to make, and my feeling with this is that one of the choices is, okay, I can sit here and do nothing, or I can go create my dream. And this is definitely, Spirit saying, hey, we gave you these gifts for a reason. We gave you this, this ability, or put you in these places and connected you with these people, or whatever it is that have given you the strength to make some choices, to go do some teaching, to go and give these gifts to the world. Can I know more, Spirit? Seven of Wands. So there's this feeling of having to stand your ground, having to, build something over time here. And not everybody is going to necessarily agree with the way that you do things or what you choose to do. And this might have something, this might be part of the reason why you're not really taking off that mask. For some of you, there's relationships or connections around you where you sort of feel like, well, I can't really show them the actual true authentic person I am, and share with them the gifts that I came here to do, because they're not going to understand. So there's the feeling of that, the feeling of not being able to fully step into the Queen of Wands and this whole passion energy here. Can I get some advice on that, Spirit? What does the collective need to do here? Oh yeah, okay. So there's a feeling here, Six of Swords, leave the conflict behind you, because that will lead to harmony and your Ten of Cups. And I know that's easy for me to sit here and say, if in your head, you have like 3 relationships with family or whatever it is, and you're kind of like, oh, this is never going to fly, I'm going to catch all kinds of crap over this. Is there something specific here, Spirit, that the collective can do to ease this transition? Here's the page of Pentacles. To me, in this deck, he is very much in the I stand for my truth kind of energy. See how he's all armored up and ready to sort of. My feeling with it here is that Spirit is like, yeah, we know there's going to be people who don't like what you're doing, who don't agree, who think you should be doing something else. But put on your spiritual armor, and it will be like nothing can really get to you. And I know maybe that's easier said than done, but that's the feeling that I get with this is you have the strength here. You have enough strength to put on this armor, to not let whatever people have to say, negative energies, whatever it is, to not really let that get to you. It's a matter of removing your focus from it to kind of step into this Empress energy here, which is like, well, you know what? Life has taught me a lot. I have lived, I have made choices, I have grown, I have done all of these things, and I stand here and I stand in my own power. And hold on to that. Hold on to the wisdom and the intuition and the being in this. I can protect myself. I have strength. See, now there's like 2 lionesses here. That's like, and we just had lion skates. So there's a lot of that energy of, I got this. Don't mess with me. I don't feel it in a combative way, but I kind of feel it in I stand here and I'm not gonna let myself be taken off my path because you happen to see the world differently, or you happen to mean that I should be doing something else. It's very much a sense of, once you take off this mask, you become very much the authority figure in your own life and in whatever it is that you're bringing into life here. So a lot of strength energy in a kind of calm way. It's like there's this shift happening, and once you feel the wheel turning, it's sort of like there's no going back. Lionsgate is like, Lionsgate was here, we passed through it, and now there's no going back. This is like the path ahead is right there. It is your Ten of Cups. Whatever it is, it's going to lead to your Ten of Cups. And Spirit is like, you are going to have success. There's might be tower moments along the way, or something's going to, all of a sudden. But the tower here can also be this realization that there just is a new start. It's like, there was this line drawn in the sand. One day, you were on one side of it. The next day, well, there's the portal, walking through it, door closing behind you. That does not necessarily mean that, you're leaving everything behind. It just means that there's a mindset that you left on the other side of that. The mindset that I need to kind of disguise myself a little bit, that I can't really truly be me. The mindset that the gifts that I have, maybe I'm still learning. Maybe I just don't, I don't know enough. That type of mindset is left behind on the other side of that Lion Gates portal. Stability here on the bottom of the deck. Is there anything else we should know, Spirit? And if you feel like you need to do some sort of ceremony or, some grounding work or something to honor this Lionsgate's energy, it's still around for a few days. So, and so is the full moon energy. Here's the King of Wands, this leadership in your own life. Has this very passionate energy. He sits here, he's grounded, he, has the wand. He's like just kind of leaning back with this sense of, whenever I see this card, I'm like, yeah, here's an energy, guy or girl, it doesn't matter. It's not about body parts, but it's about the energetic field of this. And he is very confident. He is like, I know what I know. I don't know everything, but I know that what I know, somebody out there needs. There's somebody, out there that I can help in some way. I got something to give to the world. I got some gifts that the world needs at this time. I know I'm strong enough to go out and actually share my gifts with the world in whichever way it is that you feel called to do so. But that's the energy of it. Can we have a little bit? Can we maybe know a little bit about the outcome of this in the next couple of months, Spirit? Yeah, there's the Emperor. You see, in this deck, this wolf energy, this very intuitive, very strong, connected, creative energy to me. It's like I sit here, I hollow at my pack, I know where I'm going, I know how to get there. I'm very connected to, my higher self, to spirit, drawing on, whatever I need to feel strong. Well, not to feel strong, to be strong, actually. Here's the King of Swords at the bottom. Can I know more, Spirit? I guess the Emperor energy is kind of like, what else is there? But, yeah, the Magician and perspective. So, yeah, you got what it takes. It's a matter of actually believing that you do, of allowing yourself to be in the energy of, yeah, part of me is the apprentice, still learning as I go along, and I'll always still be learning as I go along. And the other part is, the authority that everything that I've already been through has taught me. And I can always share that with someone. So there's a definite energy here of, once you change your perspective, to realize that you don't have to go from being the apprentice to being the authority figure, but you can play in the field. The magician is perfectly capable of playing in the field between the two of these energies, constantly evolving, constantly learning, always, getting new perspectives on things. And that in and of itself is, a huge part of this gift, a huge part of your strength. Some of you really, really have a very strong capability to see both the light and the dark, to see the light and the shadow, to see into the shadow world and understand why people are acting the way that they are, and how you can help them see their own strength, see, the sides of themselves that they might have disconnected from. And oh, and I split the deck, and here's the Queen of Swords and the Ace of Wands behind that. Help people see who they are, what their truths are, and what their passions are. and what they have to bring to the world. And this is you as well. See your own strength, everything that you've learned. And yeah, you're playing in the field between the apprentice and the authority figure. We all are. And that's okay. That's exactly the way it should be. So let go of the burden. Let go of this mask thing. You don't have to be the all of everything. You have to be you. You have to, nurture the ideas that you have, to give the gifts that you have. And the gifts you have right now might be different in 3 years. So then you give something else. Then you do something else. This sense of flow, of development, of being in this passion, in this realization that the world is full of choices. You can choose something now, and then later on you can choose something else if that resonates with you on a deeper level at that time. So a sense of flow, a sense of, here's the King of Pentacles, a power of being in control of your life as much as you can be in control of human life, but definitely the flow of following your gifts, the flow of playing in the field of the apprentice and the authority figure, and finding out, how do I use this energy, to serve the greatest good of all. So that's what I have for you. If this resonates with you, I would love if you would click like and subscribe, maybe write me a comment, and yeah, I'll see you next time. Big love.